Impulse killer. What the heck is that? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 76 of our Supersize You annual challenge. And today I want to share actually two tools. One is the 24-hour rule, and the other is our lifeline exercise. There are all these different areas of our life, and this month we're focusing on financial health and well-being. One thing I like to do, and excuse me, I think I forgot it last month, is to talk about our lifeline. Our lifeline with respect to the specific area of the life framework that we're talking about. And today it would be with respect to financing, but I think you can do it with today's topic as well. Instead of just doing it for all of financing, think about the course of your lifetime, from the time you were born, of course, to the time you're going to leave this year and then beyond, because I don't think any of us want to go this year. And we just plot out important points in our financial health, our financial experiences, the good, the bad, the ugly, the highs, the lows, so we can actually see it all in one place. And I actually have a giant one of these that I do all the different areas on. It's one of those presentation boards that you can get at Walmart or Target or one of those stores, a big box store that kids use for doing presentations for science fairs and for school and things. And mine is like, it's crazy. I should probably take a picture of it someday and show people, but it's kind of personal, right? Because everybody has their own experiences. Well, this ties into our topic today, which is how do we kill impulse spending? Impulse spending is something that you get and you either never use it or you kind of automatically immediately regret it. Most people, if they're going to regret a purchase, feel it within the first 24 hours of making that decision and making that purchase. Problem with that is you've already made the purchase and there's nothing usually that you can do about it. I mean, some things, like big things, depending on where you live, you can get out of those contracts, but really the pain of then changing your mind and getting out of the contract is sometimes worse than just dealing with the, oh, I wish I would have gotten this one instead or something. And sometimes you can talk to the seller and you can negotiate to get something that's more appropriate for you. But the whole buyer remorse thing is a very real thing. I think we've all gotten things and we're like, oh, what was I thinking when I got that? I think it applies to tattoos a lot, but I don't have any, so I don't know. So within 24 hours, and why it's a 24-hour rule is we tell ourselves, okay, any unnecessary, non-essential spending over $50 on a personal level, I'm going to think about, I'm going to wait for 24 hours before I make that decision. Now, if it's a $7 thing, are you really going to regret that? No, even if you never use it or ever opened it. I think that's why so many people are okay with buying books and they think that solves their problems and they put it on their bookshelf. They still have their problem, by the way, because they didn't take any action. Or you still have it, or I still have our problem, by the way, because we didn't take any action. We didn't actually open and read the book to see the thing that we bought the book for so we could actually solve that problem in our life. The high of buying something and making a decision versus and of getting that thing is never as high as or as good a feeling as if we actually got the right thing for us. So I've had this before. Buyer's remorse in coaching programs, right? Spend $25K on a coaching program that overpromised and underdelivered, and you know, that's a big chunk of change that you don't get back when you do that. So there's always things that we have regrets over. So I have begun using a long time ago, hey, is this essential? Maybe it's essential for my personal growth and development, right? It's easy for me to say yes to coaching and masterminds and things like that. And depending on the price point, it becomes easier and easier, right? But there's other things, like I was sold, before the internet was really a thing, a package. I went to this seminar and they talked about how they were going to give you 6 websites and build it for you and do all these things. Well, really, you spent $6,000, and I don't think I ever even started a website out of that. It was so hard and so complicated to do back then, and I was busy running my business. So that one I definitely had buyer's remorse for, because I was paying for it for about a year. I think I spread it out over a year, and I never actually got anything in that program to work the way they said it was going to. I had huge buyer's remorse for that. And we all have had those experiences, and I know that They get you to buy now, buy immediately, within the next 30 minutes, within the next 15 minutes, within the next 6 minutes. And it's all just made up scarcity to get us to make decisions and choices that maybe are not in our best interest. Sometimes they are, and they just want the action takers. I get that from a person that provides products and services standpoint. But I also know that if it's not right for you, I don't want you to buy it. Please don't buy it from me if it's not right for you. I only want the people that I'm here to serve, and that's how I wish all businesses and all marketers work, but they aren't. So it's up to us to take responsibility and make our own best choices and decisions, because only we know what's right for us, right? I only know what's right for me. You only know what's right for you. Delayed gratification. I mean, waiting 24 hours is not a huge ask or a huge sacrifice if you ask me, especially if it's a matter of making the right decision or choice or not. It's why Amazon has a wish list and why it has a cart, and your things will stay in the cart for at least 24 hours, and you can go back and say, okay, do I really need these 10 different blushes? Do I really need these 10 different ring lights? Do I really need these 10 different things for the kids? Whatever it might be. So today, what are we going to do? Anytime we are faced with a purchase, just today, I don't care if you do it after this, but I want you to test it out on yourself today. Every time you're looking at making a purchase over $50, maybe with inflation and all, it should be more, but I'm going to say over $50. Maybe over $100. I don't really regret anything I spend under $100 for, but you might. So pick your number, and then whatever it is, if it's essential, of course you get it, right? If you're out of toilet paper, buy the damn toilet paper. But if it's non-essential, then just pause for 24 hours. If you want it in 24 hours, you can set a clock and a timer and an alarm on your phone if you want to remind you. Go ahead and do that. Make that purchase. All right, and then share in the comments below how that made you feel. To me, it makes me feel really empowered to know that I don't have to fall for any marketing urgency or sense of urgency if it's not the right thing for me. If it's the right thing for me, I'll say yes, kind of no matter how much it costs. But if it's not, then it should be a no. If it doesn't align with what I need, what I want, what I desire, my longer term vision for what I want for myself, then the answer is no. So do that, and then I challenge you to maybe try that and look back through your lifetime and say, where have there been times when I succumbed to my impulse buy and I should have waited? I will say, another example of that was when I bought my RX-7. I just started my first corporate job, and I'm like, oh, I've always wanted an RX-7. Little Mazda RX-7s with the little T-roofs and things. And I bought that. I didn't really regret it, but it was a big investment for just starting a new job. And there were times, there were months when I wished I had not gotten that. But for the most part, I loved that car. I kept it way too long, but I did love it. So I had my son, I had to get rid of it. All right, if I can help you in any way, if you have any questions about this, please reach out and ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.